forest. We'll type that, Thieves Forest. There we go, Thieves Forest. Cool, there we go. So what I would do is I would make the forest part first, because if it's in a forest, the Thieves Fort is only going to fit within maybe a small clearing, right? And the way that I would do this is I would go to Stamps, open up the catalog, type in tree, pick the tree that you kind of want to use. It could be like an evergreen forest. It could be a coniferous forest, whatever kind of forest. It could be a dead forest. It could be a deciduous forest. It could be a temperate rainforest with multiple species of trees. Whichever forest that you choose. I'm gonna go with this green kind of. Let's go with maybe an evergreen forest of some kind. And then what I would do from here is, instead of using individual stamps, like what I'm dragging with my mouse there, and instead I'm going to go up to right here where it says area, and I'm going to click up, and you'll notice that I can now place more trees at once. You noticing that? I can place multiple trees at once. I can also change the density. I can bring the density up to make them more dense, or I can change the density to make it smaller to where I can just show a scattering of trees. So it's up to you which really way you want to go about doing it. You see? So these density and area brushes are really, really helpful. So what I'll do is I'll keep the density at 100, but I'll bring the area size way up. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of create this kind of blob of trees like this. I'll go ahead and change the area to 0, and now I can change it to individual trees on the outside like this. And then I'll take that area brush, and I forgot which key I can press here, but I have to press a certain key. Let's see here. It's I think it's Alt or the Start key. If you hold that button while you have the area brush selected, you can actually delete an area. So if you can see here, I'm deleting an area using the area brush. You just hold down Start or Alt, depends on the keyboard that you're using. And I've created this little area now inside of the forest in which where my Thieves Fort will be, right? So I should go in here, and I can use multiple things here. I could go in and use a fortress of some kind. Oh, I don't think a fortress. Let's try just a regular fort. Do I have a regular fort? There's some stuff in here. There's this human fortified city. I don't think that is going to work well. Why don't we maybe go with using the Nordic? Maybe that would work well, using this kind of Nordic one. I think that should fit in here well. It kind of fits in there well. Let's maybe bring the scale down just a little bit more. And then we have this nice little kind of fort that's inside of here. I'll bring the scale down a little bit. There you go. I've got that fort inside of there. And now you have a nice little fort. You can also create like maybe a little path that kind of leads to it. So I could go in and just kind of delete some individual kind of trees and then create a path that kind of leads into the forest. Or if you want it to be, the forest is, there's protection. There isn't a path that leads to it. You have to go through this thicket of trees. All right, so pretty much not too hard to make a Thieves Fort inside of a forest. Just make the forest using the area and the density brushes, and then go ahead and just use the delete function, which is Start or Alt key, and then just click and remove a little space, because this is called what's called a glade. It's an opening in the forest where there's some light, and so this is where we're going to be placing our fort. So I think that works well. Let's go ahead and select it all. We'll create group and call it Thieves Forest.